Welcome everybody to look at a brand new Second Sight 4K limited edition release, and it is 2016's The Nice Guys. So this is directed by Shane Black, who as a director also did the fantastic films Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and Iron Man 3, but also did the incredibly underwhelming The Predator. But as a writer he also did Lethal Weapon and A Long Kiss Goodnight, which he was sole writer on, and he also co-wrote The Monster Squad. So this is a neo-noir buddy action comedy, clocking in at 116 minutes long. Had a budget of $50 million, but unfortunately only returned 62.8 million at the box office, so a little bit of a disappointment. And it stars Russell Crowe, who I've seen in 15 other films, favourites being the likes of Gladiator, Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World, 3:10 to Yuma, and The Quick and the Dead. Also stars Ryan Gosling, who was in Blade Runner 2049, First Man, and The Big Short. And in supporting roles, you've got Margaret Qualley, who was in The Substance, Keith David, who was in The Thing and They Live, and Kim Basinger, who was in the likes of Batman and Cellular. So, a private eye investigates the apparent suicide of a fading porn star in 1970s Los Angeles and uncovers a conspiracy. So, Gosling and Crowe are great together, and them two on screen is when this film ultimately works the best. The action is also old school in the best kind of way. It's not heavily reliant on CGI or anything like that. The soundtrack is brilliant. You've got the likes of Earth, Wind and Fire, Kool and the Gang, America, the Bee Gees, and Kiss, to name a few that are featured. And yeah, all helps provide the atmosphere and the setting of the film. Production wise, it is spot on, especially when it comes to being set in the 70s, as the period production is really rather great. It is well paced, the cinematography is on point, and crucially, it is really funny, especially when it comes to the characters that Gosling and Crowe play. This, quite frankly, did what Lethal Weapon pulled off and ultimately balances the serious moments really well with the comedy. The supporting cast is solid, and even though the plot is a little bit routine, it does provide an effective foundation to support everything else that is great about this. So, yeah, it's a solid 4.5 out of 5 from me. And this box set looks absolutely sensational. I really do like the new artwork that's what they've got going on, which is carried on to the back. So, Misty M is referencing the porn star's name. She was called Misty Mountains, and her license plate is there. And yeah, we have some physical extras as you would expect with this release to go along with the extras on the disc itself. So we've got a bunch of art cards here with a quick two-word summary of the people that are on there. So there's Ryan Gosling, there's Russell Crowe, there's Angourie Rice, Margaret Qualley, Kim Basinger, Matt Bomer, yeah, DaCosta, or DaCosta, Keith David, and finally Bao now, or Bo now. So yeah, all really nicely done. There's nothing printed on the back of them, but yeah, they're all really nicely printed and look really good. We've also got a really rather hefty book, as per usual with these Second Sight releases, as you can see, with again new artwork on the front and reverse. And inside, you have the likes of your cast and your crew, and it's difficult to get the book open without damaging it. And then we've got Into the Melting Pot, The Nice Guys by Barry Forshaw, Funny How, A Look at Ryan Gosling's Comedy Credentials by Hannah Strong, Bloody Christmas by Mitchell Burpee. I hope I'm saying that right. Then we've got The Nice Gals, The Women of Shane Black's Neo-Noirs by Nadine Whitney. How Do You Like My Car, Big Boy? The Brutal Absurdity of the Nice Guys by Naomi Roper. They Died Quickly, Black and the Action Buddy Noir by Jamie Graham. You Made a Porno Film Where the Point Was the Plot. The Nice Guys and Crime Cinema's Relationship with Pornography and Vice Versa by Justine Larberty. And then you got acknowledgements and production credits as well. So yeah, it's just a really rather nicely done book, to be honest. Proper hardback and all sorts. So yeah, really nice book, and yeah, as per usual, Second Sight do pull it out of the park with such things. And then we've got the discs, we've got the 4K and the Blu-ray, and then LA on the reverse in the nice kind of neon colours. And on the disc itself, we've got A new 4K Ultra HD master produced by Second Sight Films and presented in HDR Dolby Vision, approved by director Shane Black. So routinely, the Second Sight get the director or the cinematographer or anyone who's really integral to the way the film looks to help with the release of these. And yeah, the film itself looks really good. The sound is great as well. There's no real issues at all that I can notice. But being a film that's not even 10 years old, there's not really going to be much that the 4K can do over what was originally shot. So yeah, there is that, but still, it's fantastic to finally have it in this format. We've also got new Dolby Atmos audio produced by Second Sight Films, an original 5.1 audio mix. We've also got new audio commentary with Shane Black and co-writer Anthony Bergarossi, which is moderated by writer Priscilla Page. Then we've got Knights in Tarnished Armour, a new interview with Shane Black. Finding an Audience, a new interview with co-producer Ethan Irwin. Then we've got 1,000 Cuts, a new interview with director of photography Philippe Rousselet. Then we've got From Lethal Weapons to Nice Guys, a video essay by Leigh Singer. Always Bet on Black archive featurette. Worst Detectives Ever archive featurette. Cast interviews and trailers. So a whole heap of extras there, and yeah, I'm sure they come to a substantial amount. Obviously, the audio commentaries themselves will come to a substantial amount because they're going to be the film length in general. So, yeah, really, really nice looking set. And yeah, it's one of my all time favourite action comedy films, quite frankly, especially from the 2010s, where, to be honest, that genre either seemed to die out or had a lot of misses more than hits. But this, yeah, really does hit and then some. And yeah, it's just a great shame that this didn't get enough box office reception to justify a sequel, which would have been really great, especially if it had moved into like say the 80s. And yeah, B, the fact that Shane Black obviously hasn't been able to follow up this film since, with The Predator being a massive disappointment, and it doesn't look like he's going to get another directorial job anytime soon because of how not only did that flop just like this film did, but also it was critically poorly received, which this wasn't. And quite frankly, this has gained quite a cult following ever since, to be honest. Maybe just because of the memes that have been able to make out of this film, but in general, I think that more and more people have become aware of it due to Ryan Gosling obviously going on to be in bigger things since. And yeah, but it is on the whole just an excellent film in its own right, regardless of whatever has happened after all, how poorly it received it at the box office. So yeah, excellent film, well worth watching. Highly recommend this release if you love this film, because the physical extras are great and the on disc extras do look pretty good as well. So yeah, but at the end of the day, it's about the film, and to have it on 4K is in of itself an excellent thing, and only something that I quite frankly champion. So yeah, get out there and see it if you haven't though already. But if you have, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.